team. But you have to have some sympathy for Dynamo Kiev. Given what's going on in the Ukraine at the moment, it's kind of nearly illogical to talk about how can their teams go forward in the Champions League. I mean, what an administrative conundrum it must be to try and do all the organisation stuff of where do you play games, when do we run to the bunker, when does the siren go off when they're playing league games at home, when they're playing these games and they're playing in Poland, getting the players there, trying to hold on to the players, keep the finances going to keep a squad as good as that squad is, but not good enough really. Even Shakhtar not as good as they used to be when the country wasn't at war. So it's a very difficult situation for them. They're trying to keep the morale of the people up by demonstrating their brilliance of football. But it's just it's not a unique situation, but it's very unique in modern times to have that going on and them trying to get results and matches. And they just weren't good enough over the two games. They didn't. I thought the pitch was desperate, Tommy, and that's nothing to do with Dynamo Kiev. I know what's going on in Salzburg, that the pitch was so poor, but they looked like they ran out of steam a bit tonight, and they just hadn't got the quality in the front positions to finish the opportunities that they made. And they can have no complaint. They didn't take the chances. They made plenty of chances, but they weren't good enough over the two games. But
it's hard not to have your thoughts with what's happening in the bigger picture. Exactly. We're talking about the pots of money that are flowing to different clubs in the Champions League draw, but this is a real kind of representation of a very serious situation that these players and their families are going through, isn't it?
The jersey tonight, it's the jersey that looks like it's representing. They have the country badge on it as well, the colours. And you think, I saw one of the games of the Euros in Germany. I was at the match with Slovakia. And it was sensational, the following they had in the match, the passion the people had at the game. The numbers that were there was surprising, but then it shouldn't have been surprised because their population is scattered all around Europe at the moment, and there's so many of them here, as we know. They don't really want to be here. And I suppose they're happy to go to matches if they're near there. But it's a very unusual situation. I feel sorry for them, but they weren't good enough. If you narrow it down to just football alone, they weren't good enough.
It was just short, yeah. It's probably important that they play on in these competitions to keep it in the forefront of people's minds, isn't it? They will be going through into the Europa League phase. They go straight into that.